4 tips on discussing money with your spouse. There are a number of other topics you may jump at the chance to talk about with your spouse before finances. Discussing money can be stressful, especially when you are financially strapped or your spouse has a different type of money personality than you. Your spouse is a spender and you are a saver, for example. In 2014, Huffington Post reported on a survey taken by 1,061 married and divorced United States adults. And of the people surveyed, 51% of divorced couples stated that money was a primary factor in their separation. A Forbes article titled "The Money Talk You and Your Partner Can't Avoid" referenced a 2009 study by Jeffrey Dew of Utah State University, which found that couples who reported arguing about finances once a week were over 30% more likely to get divorced than couples who reported having financial disagreements a few times a month. With financial conflict causing tension and divorce in marriages, it is important to be able to openly discuss money with your partner. Read the following tips on discussing money with your spouse to help alleviate the conflict often associated with discussing finances. Discuss how you and your partner handle money and make compromises. This should be done relatively early on in the marriage and ideally before you walk down the aisle. People have different personalities when it comes to handling money. Some people spend every dime they earn as soon as they earn it. Other people receive a paycheck, and the thought of doing anything other than sending it straight to their savings account eats them alive. Obviously, these are extremes, and each individual's money personality can be one of the extremes or fall somewhere in the middle. It is not to say that if you and your partner are on different sides of the money habit spectrum that the relationship will not work out. But it is important that you and your partner are aware of each other's money personality. Once you are aware of how your partner handles money, you will be able to make compromises that satisfy the needs and wants of both of you. If, for example, your partner likes to save, but you are more a spender, communicate with each other and determine an acceptable budget that will satisfy each of you. Do not wait until the bills come to have a conversation. Set aside time before the bills come to have a conversation. If you have a discussion about budget and how you will be affording bills before the credit card and utility bills come, there will be less stress when they arrive. By setting aside time monthly to discuss your finances, you will greatly reduce the "you spent how much?" fight. Discussing how much spending is acceptable before the credit card bills get racked up will reduce conflict. Also, if you slipped up and spent more than you should have, it is better to let your partner know before the statement comes in the mail. Waiting for the bill or bank statement to come as a passive way to tell your partner will increase your partner's anger due to your dishonesty. Being honest about spending is also a key factor in having healthy discussions about money. Do not appoint one person to be in charge of the finances. It does not matter if one spouse is better at math or makes more money than the other. You should both be in control of the finances. If each spouse has equal control of the money, there will be less resentment. A discussion about money will flow better when each spouse is able to contribute. If one person is the primary financial caretaker, a discussion pertaining to finances will come across as one spouse talking at or even down to the other. When a person feels like they are being talked or lectured at, this is when conflict is likely to occur. If there is equal control of the money, discussions will be easier and more efficient because each of you are aware of your financial status. Make a list of your financial goals and priorities. A constructive conversation is one where you and your spouse both understand your financial priorities as a couple. A good way to have constructive conversation is to make a list of your priorities and goals. Discuss which credit cards and other debts you would like to chip away at first, items you'd like to start saving for, and how much you'd like to save, etc. You do not have to stick to short-term goals only. Discussing your long-term goals and adding these to the list is important as well. You might discuss setting aside money for a vacation, a new house, or even retirement. Whatever your financial goals and priorities, you should make sure each of you get an equal opportunity to contribute in order for both you and your spouse to be satisfied.